This is the worst land you could ever buy. How many square feet of that, Herman? Wallace, we got so much concrete for. If I open that door, they all come out. I don't know. I was over there one day, 30 years ago. I came home with it in the back of the pickup truck. We just had a baby shower here that I don't even know the people. So they're, how's it go now?
Whatever. How's what go? This is just like, basically we're gonna do what we'd normally do if there was no camera, except I'm holding this. So,
okay.
So it's not like, we're not like producing.
So we're not producing?
No, we're just doing stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
All right then. So I'll start right here and I'll turn around and I'll say, hey, what's your name? Are you in it or not?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Logan.
Logan. Mitchell and Logan.
You got a really cool setup back here.
It's a lot of fun. So the way this all worked out was, you know, me and my wife have been together for 41 years, married 38. So always wanted to move back to St. Louis. So we lived 27 years in Charlotte, North Carolina, pursuing our dream. And the dream became reality, race NASCAR. I always remind everybody, ran 905 NASCAR races. And you got to document things, right?
Yeah. So,
but always wanted to move back to St. Louis. And the first thing I did was we built this shop. Everybody always says to me, you know, all the guys, how many square feet of that, Herman? So this is a, you know, true men, right? This is a 100 by 60. The great Dick Trickle always told me, 60 feet deep, Herman. So I miss Trickle. But so the last shop we had in North Carolina was 100 by 50. Sure, I'm glad that I listened to Dick Trickle, because 60 foot, come here, 60 foot deep. When you make your shop 60 foot deep, see the dually and the trailer fit in with this much room to spare.
huh.
So that's why you make, even if you got to borrow more money, you make your shop 60 foot deep. That way, those cold winters, you keep your truck and trailer in here. But yeah, this is a 100 by 60. And then I had to share this with my wife. So the dividing line is right there between those two doors. A lot of great race car drivers stop by here all the time, whether it's, you know, Billy Moyer Jr. or Billy Moyer Jr., or whether it's Dan Ebert or Rodney Sanders, you know, whether it's Sheldon Hodenschild or Brad Sweet. They've all stopped up here, the World of Outlaws, and, you know, I got access to everything. So it's fun. It's funny to see them all stop by. But we got this is our home side, and so we got this. Actually, this is my wife's deal. This is what I call Party Central, and we had the biggest parties that you've ever seen. New Year's parties, Thanksgiving parties, graduations. That's Steve over there.
You read my mind. I was going to ask about this.
So I'm in North Carolina, and at the malls, they have this thing called Black Lion. I don't know if they have them anymore, but at Black Lion, they just got all this stuff. And I don't know. I was over there one day, 30 years ago. I came home with it in the back of the pickup truck. And it was funny because Dale Earnhardt Jr. texted me, said, Herman, you want to sell that? And I said, yeah, it was during the time I was getting rid of everything. And his wife, Amy, said, no, that scares me. So Junior didn't buy it because it would have scared his wife, Amy. But yeah, we've, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in here that you know, I won Martinsville twice in the Xfinity series. So that's an awesome clock. Let me turn the lights on. We're a lot like Gretchen Wilson. We leave the Christmas tree up all year long because it's too hard to take down.
So ours is still up, so that's good.
There's the family. Hard to get us all together at one time. And then this is the so just some pictures, but this is one that's pretty cool. when I ran my 500, I ended up at 544 Busch Grand National races. This was President NASCAR Mike Heltney. They gave me a nice little trophy, and they gave me all that. And then this was in the Iowa paper. But the thing that I'm most proud of in this whole building is we have mega parties here. So I had to come up with two bathrooms. So you can copy me. So, yes, look. You got, what you do is you have your sewer line, right? We just put two, see, there's one there and there's one there. That way when you party, you don't have to have people waiting. Yeah, because everybody be drinking a beer or liquor and they'd be waiting. But so anyway, this is where it all goes on. So that's why the shop, when you look at the shop, people will go, you got that whole deal. I'm like, no, my wife made me split it in half. So we're going to go in the neutral room. I call it the neutral room. This is where, so this room here, this is where Kim loves get-togethers. She likes throwing parties, then she makes me entertain people. So we're big into that, and we just had a baby shower here that I don't even know the people, so they're actually my sister-in-law's friends. I said, hey, we need to quit having so many strangers up here, but it's all worked out good. Then we got tables and chairs, and actually something pretty interesting in here. Joe Nemechek let me drive his car at a gateway race here in St. Louis, and that's the real hood off that car. Was running like second or third, broke transmission, couldn't shift, but ended up finishing 10th. So that's a piece of racing, and of course the legendary four-wheeler that we take to every racetrack there is. Bingo parties. And so what happens is you leave this room, you go through there, and then you get into the shop. But let me turn these lights off, and it's time to show you where we grew up.
Now I noticed there was a door off the ground in there and over there. What is that? How does that?
I'm going to tell you all about that.
This is
very controversial. So I'm glad you noticed that. It's a great story. So let's go in here again. All right. So here's how it goes. Remember now, this was built in 2009. I was still racing in NASCAR and I'm doing TV. And so I wasn't able to be here for every little thing. So that's actually where it's the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. If I open that door, they all come out. No. So what that's about is that's an air handler. In other words, if I open that door, so we needed room, there's bedrooms up there, really big bedrooms. And, one bedroom is up there, that's a master bedroom right there. Big king size bed, bath. I mean, people live here. Actually, my crew chief, Austin, lives here. So, and then this is a huge room up there that sleeps 10 people. So we didn't want that air handler in that room. So they just hung it there. When I came home, I thought, what the hell is that? So it's a great conversation piece. People, it strikes people like, what the hell is that?
It reminds me of Monsters, Inc.
Oh
yeah, the doors is hanging up there.
You know what? Let's walk out that one. Yeah, so I'll explain some more stuff. So that shed over there is basically my NASCAR career in boxes, helmets, uniforms, all my race fuel, all my tires. But that's where we keep all that stuff. The black trailer, I stole that trailer from Rusty. I didn't pay for it. Actually, that trailer's in my future because this is my last year racing around the United States and just going to race right here at home. And that will be my next trailer. It's a neat little 28-foot Featherlight. Now, so I'm ADD, ADHD, I'm all messed up. So I accidentally turned those lights on. So we got to turn them off.
This is evolving into a useful guide for somebody looking to who's like got a hunk of land they're gonna build on it. And they're like,
So this
okay.
is the worst land you could ever buy. This is the worst land you could ever buy. But this is the county that I grew up in. For example, come over here. So I own like 16 acres here, but it goes straight down, right?
Yeah.
But if you were desperate, you could do something. So anyway, I own all this land. It's up on top this big hill, and my favorite, and no lie, the most prideful thing I have is that dumpster right there. You have no idea how awesome a dumpster is, because you know we have so much stuff going on. You got me and my wife. Her mom lives with us. My daughter Brandy, the race team. Kim's Wreaths, there's all these little entities, and before you know it, you ain't got nowhere near enough trash. I never forget, I heard Brad Keselowski say one time, there's so many expenses in racing, like trash is expensive. You know, darn near once in a while we gotta be grown up. But I'll walk you over here. First of all, I do want to comment on the concrete. People come up my driveway and they're mad right away. Well, Wallace, we got so much concrete for them. Like, calm down. We grew up very poor. I'm going to show you where we grew up. We grew up under middle class, and we had gravel all the time, and the shop had no heat and air. And I said, if I ever make it, I'm going to have concrete everywhere, because it used to be barefooted trying to push them old race cars around. So basically, the reason we poured so much concrete is because I wanted it, you know? And it got heat and air in the shop. So we got us, this is the back side of the house, and we have grandbabies.
So that's not for you.
I wished it was. So the house is interesting because my dad was born in the late 30s, middle 30s, and my dad was, you know, he finally moved to North Carolina, and my dad, Russ, would say, Herman, promise me you won't build anything bigger than a 2,600 square foot home. So Dad would be proud of me. It's 2,600 square foot. It's perfect. But then Schrader said, no, it's bigger than 2,600. I'm like, I know where he's going. So, you know, we have basements, you know, so there's a basement in it. So, but we love it. The house is a lot about family. You know, we have 3 daughters, 4 grandbabies. So the swimming pool, the hot tub, that is all about the family, because I've been off racing. I'm gonna start enjoying it. Now, the biggest thing we deal with in Jefferson County, where I'm from, is it's not Kansas. So the driveway, you'll see the driveway when we take off. But I think it's time to get in my truck, and we'll show you where it first started. I mean, this is where my brother Rusty, my brother Mike, my dad, is where we first started. And let's just check it out.
Okay. No, but we found Cardboard Kenny over at the Hall of Fame Museum in Mooresville. If you haven't already seen it, go check out the Kenny Wallace's Hometown History Tour video. We also have one with Mark Martin. You can find all that cool stuff in the Racing History Nerd Zone playlist on the channel, which you should be subscribed to if you're not already and you made it this far, because we're gonna keep doing cool stuff like this, along with builds like this 632 big block Suburban. But on the theme of Kenny's shop tour, we're doing tying up some loose ends in our shop here too. Just got this little frame table out of the way. Came from Ricky Rudd's shop and painted behind it. And working on finishing the bathroom. You can find the stuff we're wearing, like this hat, at stablesandautoworks.com. What do we have there, Tom?
All sorts of awesome stuff.
Awesome stuff that you're not wearing. What the hell?
Yeah, you're right. I'm not wearing any of it.
It's because he didn't want to ruin it. It's too nice.
True story. My hoodie's right there, so don't get dirty.
Exactly. We use good stuff for everything. Kenny also has his own YouTube channel, so you should go check that out too. His name is just Kenny Wallace. Highly recommend that. He's a very entertaining guy, as you already know.